All right. Enough lollygagging. Are you ready? Damn it, that's still Biffy in the ass. I tried. Are you ready? Ready! There we go. Gotta get some oomph to it, right? Alright, we're diving back into the Fancy series by Internet Historian on his Incognito channel. We are watching Even Fancier, a drinking. So let's dive right into it.
By Incogni. Alright, we've done theatre, we've done painting,
Yes.
we've done wine,
Yes.
and now it's time to do some drinking stuff in general. And to start, let us learn about the drinking cultures of the world.
Of the world. Wait, what is this quality? Why is it on 720p? That's a disgrace. Hold on, now we have to wind back. I have to watch this man in 4K.
Alright, we've done theatre, we've
There
done
we
painting,
go,
we've
that
done
looks
wine,
much better.
and now it's time to do some drinking stuff in general. And to start, let us learn about the drinking cultures of the world.
Drinking cultures of
Welcome
the world.
to my private jet.
Damn,
Come on,
where'd
kid, I got a lot.
Where'd you get one of them? Where'd you get one of them?
Welcome to my private jet. Come on, kid, I got a lot to teach you about
ya?
the world.
I'm ready.
We must learn all of the drinking customs of all the funny foreign places.
Wait, that's a blimp. That's not a jet. Right? Am I being lied to?
We must learn all of the drinking customs of all the funny foreign places. Starting with where drinking was invented. The country of Uck.
The country of Ook. London, Ook. We're gonna learn so much about Ook.
The trick is to jump
Why does
just
my
before you hit the
shit do
ground.
this? There we go.
Observe British people in their natural habitat.
Any Brits in chat? Is this accurate? Is this accurate?
Observe British people in their natural habitat. Here they do a thing called cheers, where they clink their glasses together before drinking. The tradition dates back centuries, but the origin, why they started doing it, is somewhat unknown.
No one knows exactly. Why do we clink our wine glasses together before we drink? No one knows exactly. But there are theories behind this high-spirited practice, and they lie in a darker, more dangerous world than ours. Dun dun dun!
But we have a couple of theories. Theory 1. Poisoning. Yes. So imagine a situation like this. Two people who don't trust each other, sitting down together at the pub. This guy then does something shady to the other guy's drink.
Oh.
Here you go.
That looks suspicious. Just slightly.
To the other guy's drink. Here you go. Did you poison my drink? Me? I wouldn't
Oh,
ever.
I would never!
Well then, I'll pour a little of mine into yours, and you can pour a little of yours into mine, and we'll both either be totally fine or both totally dead. No, there's no need to do that. So that was the initial version.
Okay.
And then eventually they just kind of shortcutted it to...
Which I mean, fair. That makes sense, right? I think that's valid. That is a valid reason.
That. So that was the initial version, and then eventually they just kind of shortcutted it to, yeah, clink clink, it's fine, I trust you. But that's probably a myth. So, theory number 2. Ghosts.
Ghosts!
Right, in the Middle Ages, people were worried about spooky ghosts and spirits. So they'd do cheers very
That
loudly.
was Charlie's scream. That was Charlie's scream.
Worried about spooky ghosts and spirits. So they'd do cheers.
Charlie's scream. I love that. I love that he used that sound bit.
Very loudly to scare away the demons.
Oh!
Also, sometimes you'd spill some of your drink onto the table and the floor, and then that was like a little offering to the spirit. But that's probably also not true. The most likely answer is simply that everyone likes that sound. It's very satisfying.
What are you doing under there? Historian. Why are you under the table? Sir, why is she barefoot? He's playing footsie. He's in the splash zone. Oh, he's trying to get that dink. The dink out from them dinking their glasses.
Likely answer is simply that everyone likes that sound. It's very satisfying. There's more. You know when someone drops a glass and everyone goes kind of silent, like, oh, you fucking idiot? Well, in the UK, instead, everyone goes, way, in celebration, as a way to make fun of you, but also make you feel not so bad. Uh-oh. The BBC.
There's a joke to be made here. There's a joke to be made.
Also make you feel not so bad. Uh-oh. The BBC. They have a whole organization for that now? We gotta get out of here. We'll take...
Damn it, historian. Oh my god. The big British company. Oh my god. Oh my god. They made a whole organization for that now? Oh my god.
They have a whole organization for that now? We gotta get out of here. We'll take my private cruise ship. Come to Italy, where they filmed...
Damn, you got a private blimp and now you got a private cruise ship? Where are you getting these, historian?
Out of here. We'll take my private cruise ship. Come to Italy, where they filmed the Mario movie. Let me just park this here.
Yep, looks about right.
Come this way to the Leaning Tower of Pizza, held up by the raw strength of 1,000 tourists posing for photographs.
Am I the only one who thinks it's kind of cheesy to take that picture? I couldn't do it myself. I think it's kind of... It's a bit cheesy.
Held up by the raw strength of 1,000 tourists posing for photographs. But did you know that Italians, when they say cheers, say chin chin?
Chin chin? Chin chin? Wait. I said something. Chin chin is the informal. Italians say salute in a more formal setting.
Now, that is very funny to the Japanese, because in Japanese...
Chin chin means pee-pee. I already knew where he was going with this. Oh, yep, yep. It means pee-pee in Japanese.
Now, that is very funny to the Japanese, because in Japanese, chin-chin means penis. Germany next.
Oh, hi, Frank. Wait, was that him? Was that Filthy Frank? It looked like it. Yep, that is. Yep, that is.
Germany next. Now here they do Bruderschaft, where you link your arms together when drinking. It's also kind of seen all over the world at weddings in particular,
I've seen that.
but only the Germans have a name for it. It symbolizes the end of formalities between two people. But the Germans have a lot more. Now, when you clink glasses together with someone, you have to look them directly in the eye.
Oh, God. That's terrifying.
Together with someone, you have to look them directly in the eye. And if you don't do it, you will be cursed with 7 years of bad sex.
What? Of all the things it could be, oh my God. Toast carefully or expect 7 years of bad sex. That's, it's very oddly specific. It's very oddly specific. Toasting has deep roots in Western culture, with some anthropologists suggesting that it goes back to ancient religious rites. While a toast is generally positive, good health and good luck are common. The act carries certain negative superstitions in 3 European countries. Making eye contact while toasting is considered polite in many countries, and the penalties for deviating from this practice can be severe. A commonly held superstition in France and Germany is that you'll suffer through 7 years of bad sex if you break eye contact during a toast. Many in Spain believe that the same curse will befall those who toast with glasses of water.
Years of bad sex, apparently. It's not my fault. It's the Germans. Then when doing shots in Germany, they sometimes also go Zermit, and you hold the glass near your belly. Zertit, and you hold it near your chest. And then Zumsack, and you hold it near your...
No way! What?
Hold it near your chest. And then Zumsack, and you hold it near your, and then Zak, and you drink. Now, on to Finland. They keep it casual. They have a custom specifically for drinking alone. You're supposed to do it while loafing around in your underpants, and it's called...
I already do that every day. I already got part 1 covered.
alone. You're supposed to do it while loafing around in your underpants, and it's called kalsari kani, also known as underwear drunk. Alright, that's all I could find on Finland, so off to Canada. To get there, I booked us a private fishing trawler. It's so exclusive that even these fish, yes, they go to a private school. Exclusive that even these fish, yes, they go to a private school. In Newfoundland, Canada, they have the Newfoundland Screech. You take a shot of Screech, and then you...
I can't even... That's like a whistle tone.
Newfoundland Screech.
Why does my thing break, YouTube? Why you break? Stop breaking!
Canada, they have the Newfoundland Screech. You take a shot of Screech, and then you do the Screech. Goes like this.
Is you a screecher?
Yes.
And then you answer like this. Deed I am, me old cock, and long may your big jib jaw. That's it.
It's a pirate culture.
Oh.
Then they take a big fish, usually a cod, and they kiss it on the lips.
Ugh.
Anyway, I'm kind of
I don't know where that cod has been.
There's no more customs anywhere in the world. You can do some more, maybe independent research yourself. I'll see you back in
Enough part.
Okay, this next section is on cocktails.
Oh. might have gotten a little too excited there.
Okay, this next section is on cocktails. So, it all started when we made this asset where the IH character, he's shaking a cocktail at a frat party, and I turned to the editor and I went, wait a minute, that's a weird word. Why are they called cocktails? And we started Googling it, and we kind of went down a rabbit hole, and it was actually really interesting. So, here it is. Cocktails.
Cocktails.
In the 1700s, fuel prices were outrageous. So, everybody used the
Is that
horse.
from Red Dead?
Now, horses weren't just used for travel, they were also used for work in the fields.
Right.
So you would sometimes put a harness on a horse for ploughing a field, right? Now, when you do that, its tail actually gets in the way, and so we have to do something about that thing.
Right.
Think of it like the foreskin of the horse.
What? You did not stop. Historian, you could have used any other word. You could have used any other word. Why did you have to use that one? Stop.
About that thing. Think of it like the foreskin of the horse.
Oh my
You
God.
put it in a guillotine, and everybody closes their eyes. Problem solved. Now, this practice is called docking.
Yeah.
It has a different meaning these days.
Guys, there's 2 different meanings to that. Google's your best friend. It's not that kind of docking. It's not. It's not that kind.
This practice is
Unfortunately.
called docking. It has a different meaning these days. So once the tail is docked, some say it's much easier to clean. But it also kind of looks like a chicken's tail, right?
Right.
Hence,
So
they
cocktail.
would call these tails cocktails.
Oh.
So that's step 1 in the story. Step 2. You've also got horse merchants, right?
Right.
And they are a very shrewd bunch. They know that when they sell their horses, the customer wants very feisty and energetic animals. Someone who's buying a horse doesn't want one that's kind of sickly or lazy or sleeping all the time,
Oh,
right?
but look at him.
They need it for work. So how do you ensure then that your horse looks full of beans and moxie and some other stuff?
Why we gotta shit
So
on
how
the
do you
horse?
ensure then that your horse looks full of beans and moxie and some other stuff and has the maximum horsepower possible when it's time to sell? Well, they would use this one quick hack.
Oh yeah?
All the equestrians hate.
Oh my fucking god.
They would go over to their mortar and pestle and they would throw in some chili, some ginger, and a few other spices and just mix it all together.
Okay.
Then they would go over to the horse, hold still, little fella, and with the mixture go up into the...
What? Why? Oh my god! Well,
Hold still, little fella, and with the mixture go up into the no-no area.
deserved.
The horse doesn't like that very much.
Right.
So it's kicking, it's going mad, and the bidders are all going, wow, this is a really great horse. It's got some spunk, I tell you. I'm buying it. So the horse merchants made a whole bunch of money. And everyone was happy. Well,
Not the horses.
almost everyone. The end of step 2. Now step 3. Around the same time, you've got bartenders over in the saloon, and they have just invented the science of mixology. They've realized that you can add Red Bull,
Red Bull.
and lemon juice to stuff and actually make alcohol not taste so bad. But when they added some ginger and spices and maybe a little bit of pepper, people went, oh, I know these. These are those...
Of course they do. These look oddly familiar, guys. I don't know why.
A little bit of pepper, people went, oh, I know these. These are those horse suppositories. Cocktails, we'll call them. Glug, 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 glug. And the name stuck.
That is crazy. What a fucking origin story. What? That's just... What? That's wild. That's actually insane. What a... Oh my god! What an origin story!
And the name stuck.
End of part.
Do you think it's too early for ad time? I don't think it's too early for ad time. Oh no, help me, Incogni man. I signed up for discounts at a retail store and they won't stop sending me messages. Huh? I signed up to that website years ago. Why are they still spamming me?
That would be my doing. I am data-based man.
Database.
Who will stop him?
It's me, Incogni Man. Incogni is the brilliant service that tells a whole bunch of databases and people who have your data and stuff to get fucking lost. It says, hey, do you have this email address? Well, lose it. Hey, marketer man, you can't use this phone number anymore. Instead of chasing them all up manually by signing up to Incogni, they send these legal requests on your behalf to get you deleted from the internet.
Yeah!
Battle in my
Fight!
Then we teleport to the desert.
I better follow him. Incogni portal.
Good of you to finally join us.
Yeah? Well, I'm gonna stop you. Incogni lawyer powers, legal threats, data removal tools, Consumer
What a bunch
Privacy
of
Act,
shads.
data protection regulations, polite yet stern wording. It has created...
Knees? Yeah, he has incog knees because he's Incogni man.
A Gundam.
So go to incogni.com/incognito.
Sign up today and get 60% off an annual plan. I won't change numbers. I won't change email addresses. I'll just simply take them back.
He's got cogs on his knees because he's Incogni man.
I can feel it working. My phone isn't ringing as often. My email inbox, it's less full with just a whole bunch of shit. And then like the sun comes out, the clouds clear.
My databases are getting too light. I'm floating away.
He'll die of the cold eventually.
Pan up and it's Nordman. He's like,
Man!
not bad at all.
So go to incogni.com/incognito.
Sign up today and get 60% off an annual plan.
Ad over. Have you heard about the latest dangerous trend?
No.
It's all over social media.
Tell me more.
Wine mixed with watermelon.
That sounds
A
amazing.
combination when mixed together makes a deadly poison. Here we are in Argentina with a delicious watermelon. Now let me chase it down with a glass of wine. Okay, it's not true. But it's been a myth in South America for over 100 years that you should never pair wine and watermelon together.
What? Why those specific ones? Huh?
No one quite knows why, but we dug and we were able to find a single source from an author, Facundo di Genova. And he says, in probably Argentina, probably sometime in the 1800s, there was a small Catholic church and everything was great. For a time.
Until it
They
wasn't.
grew wine for dinner and watermelon for dessert. Until one day,
Uh-oh.
something bad happened in their idyllic little town. A few men in the village started getting a bit grabby. It was a whole Me Too thing, but it was the first Me Too. It was a Me one. No one quite knows who did what to whom, but it was a big scandal, I tell you. And it kept happening.
Oh no, what's happening to our beautiful village?
They said in their funny foreign accents. Now, presiding over the village was a monastery. So the
Okay.
priests all gathered together at this monastery to figure out what the hell's going on with all this grabbiness,
Yeah, this town sucks now.
said the women folk.
I hope you have the plan to fix this.
Yes, of course we do. But first, we must figure out why the men are becoming so grabby. Come on, guys, think outside the box. We have to find something, anything to blame, except the people who actually did the thing. So
we gotta blame everybody but the actual criminals.
anything to blame, except the people who actually did the thing. So the priests began looking at the diets of the people in the village. The priest said aloud. One of the monks proposed a theory. Have you noticed that we grow a lot of grapes here?
Yep.
Yes. And have you noticed that we also grow a lot of watermelon?
Yep.
Yeah. Well, what if, somehow it makes them...
No, that was a call for death. Take it. Story in.
Yeah. Well, what if, somehow it makes the menfolk grabby? That must be it. We must put a stop to this. But how?
I don't think wine or watermelon has an aphrodisiac effect, right?
Let's tell them that if they drink wine and eat watermelon, they'll go to hell. Okay.
Well,
So that's what they did. Hear ye, do not drink wine and then eat watermelon. You'll go to hell. Oh, really? Really? I don't know that. Maybe it's really. And it worked. The assaults suddenly stopped. Hurrah! Although whether that was a coincidence, we don't actually know. Over time, however, the messaging kind of evolved. Because don't mix wine with watermelon isn't exactly a well-known Bible proverb, and people became less religious.
Right.
So instead of, you'll go to hell, the line changed to, it's poison and you'll die.
Going from one extreme to another, Jesus. Does mixing wine and watermelon kill you? Oh my god.
And you'll die. And in Argentina, in some places, the myth still
Good Lord.
perpetuates. Now, is there actually any evidence at all
No.
that pairing wine and watermelon together really causes the moon? Kinda. Watermelon contains an amino acid, arginine, which partially transforms into nitric oxide, and then nitric oxide is a vasodilator.
Right.
And vasodilators do this. Plus, wine also has
God, it
polyphenols.
It froze right as he was making the whoop. As soon as he was making the pee-pee joke.
This. Plus, wine also has polyphenols, and that also helps in the formation of nitric oxide.
Right.
So, double this.
Damn.
But the effect from nitric oxide is actually very mild.
However, only people with compromised blood flow will see any improvements to sexual function by eating these foods, says Lori Wright, spokesperson for the U.S. Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics. Dietetics. Words. Someone with good circulation isn't likely to see any changes.
Also, all of these foods have polyphenols and arginine in them as well.
It's a lot, yeah.
So pretty much everything has it. So, no, the effects are likely hugely overstated. So, the moral of the story is...
It's what? It's what? No! You're just gonna leave us hanging? Historian, you bastard. No! He just left us hanging.
is...
I thought my video froze.
This next section is on wine in the Bible.
Wine
Sort of.
in the
Apologies
Bible.
if we got any details wrong. We mostly kept this section because we liked the pun on Eucharist.
Wine in the Bible.
Jumping forward to Jesus. This is his first recorded miracle. So, Jesus and a whole bunch of his followers and stuff, they are invited to a wedding in Cana. Now, the waiter goes over to serve some guests some wine, and, uh-oh.
He runs out. Ruh-roh.
What do you mean it's empty?
There's no more wine.
No, wait, I've got a plan, says Jesus. Bring me 6 big stone jugs, about 20 to 30 gallons each, and fill them up to the brim with H2O. Now, check out this. And he does the finger thing. And then when they went to pour the water,
It was
suddenly
wine!
it was wine. And it was the best.
It was a lot of wine, around 120 gallons of wine.
Wine that anyone had ever had. And they go, oh, that's pretty good, Jesus. But have you got any other miracles? And he says, yes. Come on, we're going to do a supper. Now, everyone is gathered around, and this is the point at which Jesus reveals, by the way, one of you is very
Has
sus.
betrayed me.
I know one of you will betray me. And he looks at Judas, and Judas is kind of looking away. But then Da Vinci's like,
Guys, I need you to stay still for the painting.
so Jesus goes, watch this. And he takes some bread and wine, and he says, look at this bread. This is my flesh.
Man, Wonder Bread? You could at least make it some good bread. Damn.
And everyone's kind of like, really? And he goes, well, yeah. I mean, if you're Protestant, then just metaphorically. No, okay, look at this wine. It is my blood. Really? Quit making this so complicated. Here, have some. So he hands it to his disciples, and they went, fantastic. I was peckish and thirsty. And he goes, yes, in fact, I shall call this little celebration a Eucharist, or Holy Communion. It will be the practice of eating one cracker or piece of bread and drinking some wine. And if you eat the whole thing and drink the whole bottle, that's called a huge Eucharist.
Do not attempt.
Now, most Christians today take that as a symbolic thing. Unless...
What? Wait, what?
Now, most Christians today take that as a symbolic thing. Unless you are Catholic. Now, they believe in what's called
Yo,
transubstantiation.
where was the Pope dripped out? Yo! Damn! Look at him! Damn!
Now, they believe in what's called transubstantiation, which means that the bread and wine literally turns into the body and blood of Jesus at the moment that they are consumed. However, it does still look like bread and wine, and they call that phenomenon appearance or accident. It has changed, but you just can't tell, except for sometimes when you actually can.
Oh, yeah?
Lanciano, Italy. In the 8th century, there is a monk, and he has been on r/atheism for
The Reddit. $700-ish after death.
Italy. In the 8th century, there is a monk, and he has been on r/atheism for far too long. He is starting to have doubts about the blood and wine stuff, but he still has his monkly responsibilities. So, he holds mass, and he says the words of consecration, this is my body, this is my blood, this is my rifle, this is my gun, and at that very moment, the bread turns into literal flesh in his hand.
God, Jesus.
And the wine turned to blood.
Jesus, man.
Holy shit, said everybody in unison. And ironically, he went, oh, well, I should probably not eat this then. So instead, he kept it in this chalice thing. What is it? A clock? Anyway, there it remains still to...
This is a reliquary, which is a container made for storing and displaying relics. The specific type of reliquary is known as a monstrance? Monstrance?
Today, kept in the Church of San Francesco. And now, a couple of years later, in the 1970s, Professor Odaro Leone decides, let me do a bit of an experiment. So he took a sample of the flesh, and he came to the conclusion that it was indeed real. Apparently, it was part of a heart valve, and that the blood type was AB. The sample has not been analyzed since. However, it is officially recognized by the Roman Catholic Church. Here ends the reading.
End of part.
Now, you might say, wow, that section really doesn't have a whole lot to do with wine. And in fact, you're just badly retelling a Bible story. This final section, we started...
Stop doing those long pauses! They keep throwing me off. Take it, his story
This final section we started making for the main channel when we found this massive court document and we thought,
Disclaimer, we aren't lawyers and there are several cases here taking place over many years with many different parties involved. I struggle to read anything with big words when my mom isn't around to help me sound out each syllable. So this is our best attempt at understanding what happened. Sam, I feel you. That's a mood.
holy shit, this is a hell of a story. And we had all these ideas of it being like Witcher themed, and so there were quite a few like random Witcher assets, just ignore that. But it just kept blooming and blooming into this bigger story, and it got too long.
Right.
And so here it is on Incognito. And here we begin in 1743. The birth of Thomas Jefferson. Push,
Oh my
Mrs. Jefferson,
God.
push. Now, Tom Jeff. Yeah. He was involved with some politics, kinda sexy, but you're too late, he's dead. But what's more important is he tried his...
Well, too late, he's dead. Okay.
But you're too late, he's dead. But what's more important is he tried his hand at a lot of different hobbies.
Right.
Architecture. He designed his own home in Monticello. He played the violin. He kept mockingbirds. He collected fossils. And, most relevant of all, he hoarded a culture. In his extensive garden, he kept 330 types of vegetables and 170 types of fruit. One of those fruits was grapes. So he tried his hand at viniculture, and while he was good at a lot of things, he never saw much success with making wine. So he mostly collected the stuff. Now people naturally wondered, like, hey, what happened to the wine he made and the wine he collected?
Good question.
Did he sell it all? Did he give it away? Did he attempt the huge correction?
Pause. What was that? That's what I thought it said. That's what I thought it said. He gave it away to AA recovery.
To the wine he made and the wine he collected. Did he sell it all? Did he give it away? Did he attempt the huge caress? Fast forward 1985. Meet German music producer Hardy Rodenstock. He is an avid wine collector, and he's tapping on the walls of old buildings in Paris looking for some national treasures. On this occasion, the wall opened.
Oh,
and,
shit.
my God. Sealed behind, he said that he found a collection of 24 bottles.
Damn!
Dating all the way back to the 1780s, and look at that. THJ engraved right there on the
Thomas
glass.
Jefferson. My God.
Thomas Jefferson.
Jefferson.
It seems like this...
Why does he gotta say it like that? Thomas Jefferson. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Thomas Jefferson.
Thomas. He even said Thomas with like a lisp. Thomas Jefferson.
Engraved right there on the glass. Thomas Jefferson. It seems like Mr. Rodenstock has stumbled upon Jeff's hidden collection.
Yeah.
Mystery solved.
Or
and
was
it would make sense that they wound up in France because Jefferson spent a number of years over there.
Oh.
Amazing. And into Rodenstock's wine collection, they went. Now, Rodenstock's wine collection was something quite special, and he liked to show it off. So every year he would host tasting events that featured extremely rare wines. And he would invite all the most prominent German celebrities, such as the Hans brothers, and Das Boot, and Death Stranding. Now, one of his guests was a guy named Michael Broadbent, the senior director for Christie's auction house.
I have no idea what that
Together,
is.
they cracked open one of the THJ bottles.
Oh,
Bottle
shit.
number 1. Broadbent said that the wine was delicious. Yup, these bottles are in perfect condition.
The wine was perfect in every sense. Color, bouquille, and taste.
He said, you should really auction these things. I run an auction, you should put them in there. Huh. Maybe I should, said Mr. Rodenstock. Maybe I should.
A bouquet of flowers. Oh, I couldn't read it right because of the handwriting.
Maybe I should,
said Mr. Rodenstock. Maybe I should.
But before they did that, they sold 2 of the bottles privately.
How much?
Number 2 and number 3.
How
and
much,
they drank a 4th. On the 5th of December 1985, they put up bottle number 5 for auction at Christie's. It was bought by Christopher Forbes for £105,000.
God damn! 1787, Chateau Lafite Carlet sold for £105,000. In 2024, that would be 395,000 USD.
Which, at the time, meant it was the most expensive bottle of wine ever sold. But that wine wasn't to drink. Proudly, that thing sat on the Forbes shelf, eventually to be put into the Forbes Gallery in the exhibit on former presidents.
Right.
And funnily enough, they actually put this bottle on display under big industrial lights, and it heated the thing something fierce. And the heat ruined its drinkability, of course.
Yep.
In fact, so intense was the light that the...
Damn. Oh man, why wouldn't you do some research on how to properly display something like that first? Man. Oh. Damn!
glass expanded and the cork fell into the bottle. Some time passed. They celebrated the sale with another drink. Bottle number 6, now gone. And then they sold 2 more privately.
Bottle number 7 sold to Basil She Block for about 52,000 USD. Bottle number 7, I think you meant 7 and 8. But bottle number 8 sold to Marvin Shankin for about 30,000 USD, 84,000 in 2023.
In 1987, they drank bottle number 9. In 1988, they drank bottle number 10.
Damn!
And at this point, a new challenger entered.
They are fucking doubting that shit. Jesus.
Was the sea. The White Wolf of Palm Beach.
Who?
They call him Bill Koch. Some say it's short for billionaire. He's
Probably.
a member of one of the wealthiest families in America.
I don't know who that is. I'm gonna be so for real.
And he is also one of the world's most avid collectors
This is
of wine.
his huge seller. Holy shit. Yep, that's... Damn. Yeah, that's a lot of wine.
So, they sell him a total of 4 bottles for $311,804.
Which would have been $810,000 in 2024. Coach originally just bought 1, but he reconsidered and subsequently bought 3 more.
We're way over here on the graph at this point. So, gently, careful now, he put them in his climate-controlled cellar. And he would show them off to his friends. Otherwise, here they remained for the next 17 years. As the years ticked by, more
Redenstock originally said he found a dozen bottles, but he kept mysteriously discovering more, eventually to a total of 24.
bottles were sold and more bottles were consumed, until there were none left. 2005. The 4 Coke bottles had sat around for a long time on the shelf, doing nothing, when something new happened.
Oh?
The Boston Museum of Fine Arts was interested in displaying the bottles and wanted to trace the exact provenance. So Coke gets on the line with the Jefferson Foundation and he goes, "Oh, look, I don't mean to brag, but I'm about to have my bottles displayed at the Boston Museum. But I need just a little bit of verification. Could you tell me exactly where these bottles come from?" And the Thomas Jefferson Foundation responded, "I'm afraid we can't do that. We don't think they're real."
Oh, no!
Yeah.
Oh, no! Oh, shit! Tell me all of them were counterfeit, bro. Tell me all 24 bottles were counterfeit.
In fact, you're not the only person to call about this.
Oh, no!
What? Yes, it was in the 80s. A Mr. Broadbent, I believe, of Christie's auction house called up
yeah.
trying to verify the bottles so that he could sell them. But we looked through our comprehensive historical records and found no mention of these bottles. Here's a letter we sent saying that we couldn't verify them. And they're probably fake. But he sold those bottles to me. Now, back to 1776. Now here's a thing you should know about Jefferson. Let's just say if he was around today, he would play a lot of Factorio.
I can see that, yeah.
You know.
I have the largest collection of Funko Pops in the world.
And that meant that his record keeping was very meticulous. All of his anime was ordered alphabetically.
He's probably autistic, let's be honest. If he was that meticulous with his things, look, from an autism to a fellow autism, I can spot him from a mile away.
Record keeping was very meticulous. All of his anime was ordered alphabetically. And so too were all the things that he ever purchased, including wine. So that's my story, Mr. Pepsi. And those bottles are probably fake.
Mr. Pepsi.
When Coke hears about this, he hangs up the phone and hits speed dial on his pager or something, and I need to assemble a team of investigators. Mr. Rodenstock lived in Germany, so Coke's investigators scoured the countryside for clues, and eventually they found a lead. They managed to track down 5 German residents who claimed to have done engraving work for Rodenstock in the past. They said, hey, have you seen these bottles before? And they went, oh yeah, we have. We did those. And all 5 were certain that the THJ engravings were done by an electric power tool. Every one of these 24 bottles of Jefferson wine were fake. Big, fat phonies. Allegedly.
I like how he had to put that in there so he doesn't get sued. To the best we could surmise from court documents and articles, allegedly, they were all counterfeit. Allegedly.
So, Bill takes all of this evidence to court, and Rodenstock is summoned, but he doesn't show up. So Bill wins in absentia and is awarded $1 million.
Damn.
In the end, Bill never received any money.
Something about Rodenstock living in Germany in German jurisdiction meant he couldn't be forced to pay. Rodenstock never spoke much on the issue in public, but one time he did offer. What's the big deal about wine fraud? Jesus did it. Oh my god! Oh my god! Hey, if Jesus did it, it means I can do it, guys. Duh.
From Rodenstock. But to Bill, it was about sending a message more than receiving any money.
I'm coming after you.
And it's just one battle of many that Bill has fought against counterfeit wine. In 2008, Coke filed a consumer fraud lawsuit against the Chicago Wine Company.
Damn.
Which was later settled out of court. Another time, Coke spent $3.5 million buying nearly 2,700 bottles of wine from Zacky's auction house. Almost $350,000 worth was fake. The auction house settled out of court, but the...
Oh my god! What? That's crazy,
2,700
bro.
bottles of wine from Zacky's auction house. Almost $350,000 worth was fake. The auction house settled out of court, but the seller was told to pay $379,000 in damages and another $1,000 for every bottle. But then the next day they went, you know what, we've thought about it. This jury has decided to award you $12 million in punitive damages. Jackpot, said Mr. Coke. I'm rich. But a year later, the court changed its mind and awarded Coke only $711,000. Okay, so this guy's like a one-man army, and he's going around trying to scare the shit out of anyone who's selling fake wine. Oh, you've got expensive rare wine, do you?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll buy it then. Yeah, but no, yeah, I'll buy it. No, it's fine. It's genuine, is it? Yeah, you're saying it's genuine. Yeah, definitely. And then he goes and he inspects it, then
and
finds it's fake, and then goes, yeah, I knew all along, stupid.
Yes,
Lawsuit time. By doing this, he's very slowly cleaning up the market. After all of these investigations, Bill has spent around
You know what? Props to him. He's got the money to do it. You know what? Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. He's a fucking hero. He's got the money and lawyers and everything to do it. You know what? Kudos to him. Fuck yeah. Let's go, Bill. Let's go, Bill. Fuck yeah.
the market. After all of these investigations, Bill has spent around $35 million
Holy
tracking down
shit.
fake wine.
But by 2016, Coke was ready to lay down his weapons.
He sold off a big chunk of his collection, and it sold for $22 million.
Damn.
Which means he likely did not break even. So consider giving to his GoFundMe.
Stop it, Storian.
Now, this is actually just a very small part of the story. This scandal ended up making such waves across the wine industry that they decided to make a movie about it. Based on the Benjamin Wallace book, The
Billionaire's Vinegar. I've never seen or heard of this book at all. A vintage mess, how Hardy Rodenstock became the most notorious name in wine.
that they decided to make a movie about it. Based on the Benjamin Wallace book, The Billionaire's Vinegar. And it was set to star Brad Pitt. No, wait. Now it's Matthew McConaughey. No, wait. It looks like it's cancelled.
Oh. Well.
Alright, that's the video. Thanks for watching. 4 more to go, but we've already started in on the regular type stuff in case you don't love fancy. Okay, bye.
Okay,
and
bye.
don't forget, incogni.com/incognito.
Incogni. Yeah! Wow, that was... I mean, I don't know, honestly, hardly anything about, like, wine history and culture. So that was, very educational. No complaints here. That was very educational. I learned a lot of history with that one. That was good. That was good. I think that was a great addition to the Fancy series by Internet Historian. Can you handle wine? Nope. The one time I had white wine, I got absolutely trashed on it, and I didn't even finish a glass. So no, I cannot handle wine of any kind. That was good though. That was good. That was very, very informative. That was very informative.